going, everyone, and welcome back to another week of Bleeding Blue with GSU here on Atlanta Sports Unlimited. I'm Christian Crittenden, here with you like I am every week, bringing you the best and latest coverage there is of Georgia State athletics. So it's back to the drawing board for the Georgia State football team after another disappointing loss this week at the hands of the App State Mountaineers, 45-16. It was a total drubbing at home in front of a light crowd. Again, unfortunately, just the Panthers, they can't get anything going. They can't get any consistency, any flow going. I mean, the defense has been playing better as of late. I know you see 45 points, but they had them to 14 at the half, and there's only so much you can do when you're constantly on the field. You're going to get tired. You're going to give up points. I mean, it's going to happen. So, props to the defense for at least trying to keep the Panthers in the game. The offense, on the other hand, a different story. They're able to move the ball at times, and they get to the red zone, and they set up field goals 3 times. You're going to get beat that way, guys. If the other team is scoring touchdowns, you're scoring field goals, you're going to lose. It's just the math doesn't math there. It doesn't add up. So the Panthers leave this game with a really big question that needs to be answered and soon. But first, be sure to subscribe. We're going to watch the video on YouTube, Atlanta Sports Unlimited. You see all of our great videos, all of our great content there. And be sure to follow us on social media, Facebook and Twitter, Atlanta Sports Unlimited. See all of this content as it drops. You get it right there on your TL. Now, back to that question. The one question that needs to be answered is, who's the quarterback going to be? Darren Grader started out the game. His first pass, not great. Second pass, intercepted. Comes out of second series, goes 3 and out, gets replaced for Quad Brown. Now, Brown, he wasn't terrible. Still moved the ball, but he got to the red zone and couldn't put it in the end zone, which is why they had to set up field goals. All right, game gets out of hand. Brown throws a few interceptions, and then they go back to Granger, who finished it with a touchdown. With garbage time, doesn't matter, doesn't count. Who cares? The big picture here is you can't keep going back and forth between quarterbacks. One is going to mess up one of these two guys because neither one of them can get any confidence if they know when I mess up, I don't have a good series. The other guy's coming back in. Not going to help him. Neither one of them. So they got to pick. It's not going to help the team flow either. I mean, the receivers, they got to know who's the ball coming from. The quarterback has to get a good connection, a good rapport with the receivers as well. So that's important. Off the line, cohesion, everything. It's all important. So you're going to have to pick one guy and just know you're going to take some lumps this year. Now, I know myself personally expected a lot more. Obviously, it's going to change now. They only have one Sun Belt loss, so they technically could win the Sun Belt championship still, but the way the season's going, don't think it's going to happen. But it's not a void. There's only one game into the conference year, so we'll see how that plays out. But going forward, based on the quarterback play, I don't think it's going to happen. So you got to know you're going to take your lumps with whoever plays for the rest of the year, whether it's Brown or Granger. Now, Coach Elliott said as much. He's going to pick a guy and they're going to roll with him. So good. At least they know they have to. But now they have to. You have to go with the guy that gives you the best chance to win down the road, not necessarily right now. Why you want to win right now, you got to develop this quarterback for the next few years, because if you don't have one now, you won't have one later. So don't worry about winning now, just worry about winning later. I know it sucks to say, but you just got to be honest, because looking at both of these guys, neither one's ready to win, because if they were, they have a known starter right now. So pick one and roll with it. Now, when Elliott and offensive coordinator Brad Glenn decide which guy they're going to go with, a few things they got to do. Number one, got to find some plays that this quarterback can execute and some throws that he can make. There's some things these two, they do well, and they all both got their strengths and their weaknesses. So play to their strengths, all right? Maybe short passes, intermediate for some, and for Granger, maybe longer passes. Whatever it is, find it, okay? Number two, I don't know if I can say this out loud, so I'm going to whisper it right here at the mic. I'm going to whisper it, okay? Pay attention, okay? You didn't hear, I'm going to say it one more time. Get closer, get in closer so you can. Get in closer. Now, I don't know if it's a secret. I don't know if I can say it out loud. Oh, I think I can say it out loud. I'm going to say it out loud. Run the football. I don't know why that was so hard to understand. I just don't get it. This team does well when they run the football. See, Charlotte and Auburn had well over 200 yards in both of those games. The offense was able to score points in those games. So, play to your strengths. I don't know why they got away from it. I mean, the running backs only ran it for a total of 22 times last game. Not a good recipe for success. The team clearly does well when they run the football. So keep doing it. Like, they're coaches, so I know they know this. I know it, and I'm just some weirdo recording these YouTube videos. So if I can tell that it works, I know they can. So let's get it together, guys. Run the football. It also helps your young quarterback, helps your defense, so they don't have to be on the field as long. They can be fresh, and they can keep the other offense from scoring points. I mean, they held App State to 14 at the end of the half. Now, I got out of hand in the second half, clearly, but for the first half, they're pretty good. So, a wise man once told me, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Looks like they fixed the run game, so it's not broken anymore. So keep going with it. Keep running it. And see where you can go. Now, they got a tough game against ULM this week. It's on the road. It's going to be a night game, so it's going to be a tough environment for a young quarterback, whichever one they decide to go with. But play to the future. Don't worry about the results now. Just worry about the results down the line.